I am an actress, media personality, advocate, and public speaker and facilitator from the Mi'kmaq Nation and also with Canadian descent. One of the big pieces for me is talking about and bringing awareness to equity within Indigenous communities around accessibility, health, mental health, addiction, and just really looking at what we can do to better the quality of life for all Indigenous people. Something that my dad believed in is doing for others, giving back to our community. And the water crisis happened, and I was reading about, they were fixing it and it was, getting dealt with. And I just thought that my father was going to be really happy about that. And when we had the conversation all over the phone, and also when he wrote me letters, I could tell that there was an undertone of sadness, anger, resentment. And I never really understood what that was in the moment. And then when I asked him about it, he was very quiet about it. He just said, I just don't understand how come this can get so fixed so quickly here, and yet so many of our people are struggling. It makes no sense to me. And then when I had a small, very brief lived experience of being in a film where we were on a reservation and they needed to bring in water for us, and they specifically told us not to wash our hands in the water, not to drink the water, not to use anything ideally that the water had touched. And it brought me back to that moment with my father, and it brought me back to just even as a human being and my social worker part of me. So I was like, hey, but the people that we're renting this house from have to bathe in this water. They don't get to leave and go home to where I am, where I can shower, and we don't think about it. We just get in the shower. For most of us, it's a relaxing experience. So that was kind of the moment where I was like, this is not okay. And I know if my father was still here, that this would be something that he would be advocating for super, super hard. I came across water first when I was Googling. And I really just started to kind of read about, first off, your 3 strands and understanding how you work with communities. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. The fact that you collaborate with each community individually and really ask them, what is it that they need? What would they like to see? How can you support their ideas and their way of wanting to work and get this done? And that has always been a big portion of my decisions around working with any community, because so many come into these communities and try to work with Indigenous people, but they do it from their perspective and their lens. Share information, share information, donate, write your MPs, your MPPs, start talking about it. The shock that I get from people's reactions when I tell them how close to Toronto there are reservations that are facing toxic water issues, boil water advisories, they're just astounded. And most of the time I had no idea. One post can make such a massive difference. It can reach so many people, and maybe not everybody has the money to donate, they don't have the time to give, but by even sharing that information, somebody who sees it might. So I think that is the biggest thing. We have this amazing opportunity with social media, and we need to use it. I'm really excited, and I think that's why I chose water first, and I just want to be able to bring what I can to help you guys out.